Hello.
Hi Saddiq, thank you for having us. How's your day?
It's going well, it's going well. Please do enter.
Can you describe this place?
So to me, this is my personal sanctum, which is the center of change and reforms.
So 3 keywords about yourself.
I'm fun, at the same time very cheeky or hamba in Malay, and also very energetic.
So as I know you love debating, so why do you love it?
Debating liberated me from the prison of ignorance, it made me a better person, but most importantly, it made me a concerned citizen of Malaysia.
So other than debate, do you have any hidden talent?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
So what's the difference?
Can't believe it, I had to do that, but yeah.
So what's the difference between debating and arguing to you?
To me, they're the same, but debating is a lot more about arguing and coming up with a solution to resolve that problem.
So can you tell me a secret of yours?
When I was a kid, especially in Form 3, I used to tell my parents that I would want to sleep at my friend's house, and my friends will tell their parents that they're about to stay at my house. We'll meet halfway, we'll go to the cyber cafe and play games for 10 hours from like 10 o'clock at night until 8 o'clock in the morning, and we did not get caught at all.
So which cartoon character that represents you the most?
Aladdin, I guess.
Why?
Because people say I look like Aladdin and they make fun of me because of that. I think it's the color of the skin, you know, and like, yeah. So by the way, this is my office, or more like my personal space. Please do enter.
So that picture, wow, so big. I think that was your favorite picture. So what's the
Yes.
story behind it?
1 year and a half ago, when I first started activism, not even politics, activism, this was one of my first self-organized talks where like more than 100 people came down. We want to explain about what happened to 1MDB. At that point in time, my mom was very reserved and was opposed to me joining politics. But then, when I conducted the talk, she surprised me by coming over, and then she hugged me, and then one of my close friends took a photo of this, and it means a lot, especially coming from my mom, because my mom is one of my biggest sources of inspiration.
So why did you get involved in politics?
I love my country a lot, and I'll dedicate my life to my beloved country. But I believe that politics is the epicenter of change in Malaysia, and I look forward to changing Malaysia for the betterment of all Malaysians.
So who is your favorite politician?
From Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad to Khairi Jamaluddin, MB Khalid, Nurul Izzah, they're quite a lot. But I think what they have in common is that despite the fact that you're using different tracks, we all want to achieve the same goal, which is to make Malaysia a better place.
So name a person you want to challenge him in debating.
I think I wrote it down here. The person is none other than our beloved Prime Minister, Najib Razak.
Cool. So what's your favorite quote?
Di mana ada kemahuan, di situ ada jalan. In English, when there's a will, there's a way. That's a quote which I hold dearly to myself, because I'm here today because of all the struggles which I went through, and I genuinely believe in it.
So how do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully I'll be a less stressed person, because politics is exceptionally stressful. I look forward to become a public policy maker, not necessarily in politics, but I love a lot of research work. I love doing a lot of public policy work. So I think I'll be in that area. But most importantly, I'll dedicate my life to my beloved country.
So what are the things that keep you busy recently?
I still do teach. So every year, every time I go to Qatar 3 times to lecture there, I go to the UK in November. At the same time, I do weekly teachings every Sunday in this very office for free. So we take up 30 students who need help in public speaking and debating and critical thinking. Take them up. And I listen to a lot of like music, Selena Gomez. I mean, that keeps me busy as well.
Wow,
Please, this is the pantry, by the way. Have a seat. I mean, I should actually be serving you guys tea or coffee, but I think, okay, I'll serve that later.
So who is your favorite person in the world?
From Nelson Mandela, but now it's Malala Yousafzai, you know, the Nobel Laureate winner. She fought for women's education, and she's my source of inspiration.
So how would you express your love to your crush?
It's private. There are a lot of ways of expressing my affection. But usually, for me, I'll be very honest in a way, and when I'm honest, I'm very hamba. Hamba is like, I become very lame, you know, I crack lame jokes, it doesn't make sense, but that's one of the ways I express my affection.
So do you think you are a romantic person?
Usually I'm very serious, when I do work, when I lecture. However, I think when it comes to my personal life, I think I can be very romantic. Or again, I think I am. Yeah, I crack the most ridiculous of jokes and do...
So you have a girlfriend?
I'm dating someone.
Oh, cool.
I mean, yeah.
So what do you like about her?
To me, the most important thing, I think, is chemistry. It's not necessarily looks. But one thing which I put a premium on is definitely that we share at least the same train of thought, or she's smart, because then by then we can have very nice conversations with one another. I think that's the thing which matters the most. So yeah.
Share us the most memorable moment in your life.
I think it's quite a lot. But one of it is when me and my debate partner broke the world record in debating. Yeah, in the English second language.
The best speech you ever heard?
I particularly love Obama's victory speech in 2008, and also his victory speech in 2012. So I mean, these are very strong, emotive speeches which can move people. You don't have to use money, you don't have to use anything, you just inspire them to push for change.
So what's your point of view on Malaysian politics now?
I think Malaysian politics has so much potential, but a lot of the potential is trapped and awaits to be liberated. My fear is that we might slide down if we go at this pace, but I think the potential is there, and that's why we need a lot more young people to speak up and fight for our beloved nation.
Do you love Malaysia?
Definitely. I think Malaysia will be my one and only life partner.
What's your favorite food in Malaysia?
You can never say one. It's like from nasi lemak, mee goreng mamak, to nasi ayam, satay. But if one, I say nasi lemak lah. That's quintessentially Malaysian.
So what's the best part in living in Malaysia?
I think it's the fact that we can get almost everything in Malaysia. We have such a diverse, vibrant population. We have the best food ever. And you want to go to a beach, you can go to the beach. We have sungais, you can go. You can get almost everything in Malaysia. So I appreciate that a lot.
Are you satisfied with the current status of Malaysia?
Honestly, no. As I mentioned, I think Malaysia has a lot more potential, and I think we need to work together to maximize and optimize that potential. But again, I'm not that pessimistic, despite the fact I believe that we are going on a downward trajectory. But I think if Malaysians speak up a lot more, work together as one united force, I believe we will be able to become the best country in the world in the next 20 to 30 years.
So what will you do to make Malaysia better?
First things first is to get a lot more young people inspired and more participatory in the change-making process, because the young people are not just leaders of the future, but also the leaders of today. Because I do not believe in, having just one iconic figure to create a movement of people led by young people. I think that's my number one objective, and from there onward, then start to build back the unity structures in Malaysia, so that all Malaysians can stand as one to move forward as one collective, united force.
Since National Day is just around the corner, so how would you celebrate Merdeka?
I think usually on the eve of Merdeka, just me and my close friends, and then we will all just reminisce how we achieve independence. But one thing which I really love is that we'll start singing. We'll start singing a lot of patriotic songs from Jalur Gemilang, 31st August, Cry No More Malaysia. Tanggal 31 bulan 8 57, hari yang mulia, hari yang bahagia. So, or that one, or Inilah Barisan Kita, or Sejahtera Malaysia. So quite a lot, but yeah.
So anything you want to tell Malaysia for its 60th Independence Day?
I know that this is a difficult time which you have to go through, but rest assured that this is only a phase. I believe that the people of Malaysia will save you. They will speak up, they will mobilize, and they'll move forward as one united force. Despite the fact that you might be sick now, I believe that in the near future, you will be fully healthy, but most importantly, you will be one of the most cherished country in the world.
Thank you, Saddiq.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the stay, or the very short stay in this office. I look forward to welcoming you again. If by any chance you come here, please do tell me.
Thank you, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Selamat Hari Merdeka.